Hi everyone, welcome back to Advice by Ash. I know it's been a while since my last video, and I should definitely practice what I preach and balance everything well. But it's been a little difficult. I moved houses, studying, working. It does take a toll on you, but don't worry, I will never ever neglect this. I'll never ever stop my videos, so you can always guarantee or count on that side of it. Something that's been on my mind for a while is the concept of, or I would say, real talk. I think we all like to live, okay, not all, can't speak for everybody else, but I can speak for myself. I know I tend to live in a bit of a denial when it comes to a situation. Whatever the situation is, I don't like to believe what is happening or what's going to happen. So I tend not to want to deal with it or prolong dealing with it or not expect it to happen. So I think we need to come to terms with ourselves and allow for that real talk to happen and not prolong the denial, because I think it affects you dealing with your emotions a lot quicker, and we don't deal with our emotions the way we're supposed to and that we need to. And I think the longer we leave something, the longer we let something go, the more damage it's doing to yourself. And dealing with emotions, please everybody, dealing with emotions is so important. Allow yourself to feel that emotion, whatever it is, anger, sadness, regret, happiness, whatever it is. Allow yourself to feel that and allow it to happen. And the quicker you let it happen, the quicker you will grow and learn from what you've dealt with. And denial only prolongs that experience or prolongs you dealing with emotionally coping with something. And I can give you some real life situations. For example, I never believe someone's going to do something or people are going to do something bad to me. And that denial makes it just worse for myself. I think the world or people around me are the same like me, in essence that we do not have bad feelings towards another person in terms of friends, whoever I mean, in terms of jealousy, hate, or whatever it is. We don't have that towards other people. And that is my downfall. It's something that, unfortunately, it was instilled in me when I was a kid that people don't have, or you should not have these feelings. I mean, good that you don't. I don't. I don't even know what the word jealousy means to me, but other people do. And understanding that took me, I would say, a good 15 years to understand what the concept of jealousy was. And don't allow yourself to get wrapped up in the denial of that aspect. If because you don't feel people can do that to you because of the way you are, right? People do, and I've experienced it over and over and over again, and people do that. And it's because you're a good person, you're kind, you take into consideration your feelings, their feelings, everybody's feelings around you, and you hope and pray the person or people around you are exactly like that. And I can tell you firsthand, they're not. And it's usually, unfortunately, it's people that are close to you, people that are, that you interact with, and you don't see it because that's not who you are, and that's not who I was. And it wasn't still with me as a kid, and it took going through real life situations and taking myself out of it and seeing things objectively, seeing things from other people's point of view to say like, okay, cool, this is right. This is not what I should be dealing with, and I should let myself go from the situation. Also, because of your denial that you want to hold on to something, don't let that be the reason why you do hold on to something, okay? And I've experienced this from every situation. Not every, most, some. And I now take myself out of every situation and see what it's doing to me. I don't allow myself to get wrapped up in that denial I know I am who I am, and I can't change that. If you're a good person, if you're a kind person, if you're loving and caring, all of that, and you don't have those feelings of negative association to people, then don't change that. Just change who you allow close enough so that you don't have to put yourself in that situation where you are denying why you've allowed it for so long. And I think it comes back to that real talk. Allow yourself to have that real talk with yourself. And it's gonna be hard. It's going to be really hard at first. But once you learn and move on, you'll see how much better you are. Because I've kept people in my life because I saw the good in it. I saw the good in them. But unfortunately, sometimes that good was not good enough. It wasn't a lot. And it became emotionally draining. And I am a busy person. Unfortunately, I have a lot going on in my life all the time. And people need to respect that. And a lot of people don't. And that's when it becomes, the denial comes through, and they're like, no, but it's okay, I'll allow it. Don't allow it. Have that real talk with yourself and don't allow it. It could also be people that have been in your life for a very long time, and then you're also scared of retracting, right? Or you're scared of, all right, like I mentioned in my previous videos, you put people in this little boundary or this little bubble, and then that admit of taking them out is probably the denial and the real talk. But if you need to do it, if you need to take time to do it, because peace is important. You are important, and your mental health, your sanity, your peace, your relaxation, all of that is so important. So don't allow people, because of who you are, don't allow the other person to take advantage of that and leave you in that space where you feel like, oh, this can't be right, something's probably going on. Nothing's going on, they're just bad people. Real talk. And allow yourself, whatever method works for you, pros and cons list, speaking to a family member, that also, family also counts towards this situation. Speak to people who you know are genuinely there for you. Genuinely there. And when I mean genuinely there, you don't need to be the person that always goes to them to say, I have an issue. They sense it and they come to you. Not even that. They make sure when they see something's off or they know. Those are the type of people. Don't let time, don't let association be the reason why you keep people in your life. I know it's hard. It is hard. It is very hard. Especially when you grown up I'm an only child, so I love having friends who I can have that association with, and sometimes it's difficult to say, like, it's enough. And oddly enough, which is very weird, I've been watching Friends, and there are a lot of life lessons in that series. So I'd say definitely give it a go. There's a lot of little small things that I think make sense, especially when you're in your late 20s, early 30s. Not giving my age away. There's a lot of life lessons there, and I definitely think give it a go. Definitely give it a go. But always stay true to yourself. Don't ever let people change that. There is a lot of issues in this world. There's a lot of influences in this world that are not good, and we need to take a step back and stick to who we are. This world needs that. We need that. There's a lot of comparing, contrasting, competition, and that stuff needs to stop. And we need to take a step back and just take everything into perspective, take our life into perspective. I'm having a really bad hair day. Sorry. And reevaluate and take our lives into our own hands and do the best that we can for ourselves. Remember my Instagram page. Please give me a like, a subscribe on here and my Instagram page. Give me a follow on @aashiqui_unraveled. If you have any questions, any advice, you're more than welcome to pop me an email or a DM on my Instagram page. My email is aashiquidmakan@gmail.com. But out of everything, remember to stay smart, stay strong, stay successful, and stay sexy. Stay true to who you are, because it's very, very, very important.